Given that focus, giving that one end point of the minor axes is at that point. Okay? You don't need a graph for this one. If you want to put it on a graph, that's your call, but you don't need a graph for this one. Start with what you know. What do you know? The center is at 2, 6. What else do we know? One of the foci is at 5, 6. What else do we know? Okay, so that's going to be under the, I shouldn't say that yet. We don't know that part yet, but we know that that's the end one. Okay, so based off of that, now what do we know? You know both? Okay, do you know one of them? Which one do you know? The one underneath the y squared is what? It's 4. Okay. Is that going to be A or B? In this case, is that A or B? Why B? Because it's the minor axes. So the major one's got to be longer, right? So A squared, remember we always go with the longer one. So 4 here is B squared. Okay. What else do we know? We know H and K. Okay. What's H and K? H is 2. K is 6. What else do we know? We could, but we don't. So what it would be -1, 6. Okay, we could, but but that's not going to help us to get the equation. But we do know that, yeah. Okay, what else? We know one more thing. Nope. Nope. Mm-hmm.
Do we know where the other focus is?
Owen, do we know where the other focus is?
Yeah.
Is that going to help us, Owen? No. Okay, I'll put it up there for you. If you need that visual, the other focus is right there.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Still didn't help you though.
Can we say that c squared is 3 since we're on 5?
C squared is not 3.
3
C squared is 9. C, we know C is 3. Because what's C? We know that's the distance from the center to each foci. which then that means that c squared is 9. How can we use those now? How? Yeah, how?
4 plus 9 equals A squared.
A squared equals b squared plus c squared, right? So a squared here is 4 plus 9. So a squared is 13. Okay. Do we have everything that we need now? Okay. So the general formula is what?
Minus H
X minus h quantity squared
over A
over a squared
squared plus Y minus K quantity squared
plus y minus k quantity squared
over B squared
over b squared equals 1. So what do we know?
X minus 2 quantity squared
X minus 2 quantity squared
over 13
over 13
plus Y minus 6 quantity squared
y minus 6 quantity squared over 4 equals 1. Okay. Take what you know, use it through your formulas. Okay. This one's a graph. Graph this one. Center is where?
Negative 5, comma 4.
Negative 5, comma 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's my center. Left and right, I go 2. Up and down, I go 6. 2, 4, and 6. 6. Draw. Oops, I missed. Draw it in.
Do you know when to go left or when to go right?
Under X, go left and right. Under Y, go up and down. Okay. All right. Foci. What's A squared? 36. What's B squared? 4. So that's going to be 32 equals C squared. So that's going to be 4 square roots of 2 is C. Yes? Okay. Now, where, from my center, where are my foci located?
Up first, we were doing down first.
Up and down, right? So that means I'm going to add and subtract them to the y. So the foci are located at the points negative 5, comma 4 plus 4 square roots of 2 and negative 5, comma 4 minus 4 square roots of 2. Okay. And that's where the two foci are. Now, because it's from the center. You go from the center.
Yes, and we get 4 squares.
The other one, square root of 32 is 4 square roots of 2. Because it's 16 times 2.
Would 8 times 4 work?
No. Because there's still a perfect square factor in 8. Now I didn't actually calculate what those were, but you have that option of actually figuring out what 4 plus 4 square roots of 2 is, and writing that for the y part. That's fine. Okay? I'm okay with that too. All right. Good. Let me blow it up a little bit for you. Go for it. Find the equation and then find the coordinates of the foci. Okay? So, center. 3 comma negative 2. Under the x squared term. Because we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get over there. Okay? Under the y squared term. $64, because we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get to the top. Okay? So that tells me that, oh, you know what we forgot? I just remembered on this one way back here. This one, what did we forget? No, we forgot vertices. Yep. Yep. So where are 2 vertices on this last one? Negative 5, comma, negative 2, and negative 5, comma, 10. Yep. Got to add 6 and subtract 6 from 4. Okay. So, do we have enough information on this one? Back into this one? Yes, we do. X minus 3 quantity squared over 25 plus y plus 2 quantity squared over 64 equals 1. Right? Okay. So there's the equation of it. Then it said find the coordinates of the foci. A squared is 64. B squared is 25. C squared we don't know. C squared is 39. So that means C is square root of 39. Okay. So the 2 foci are located at 3, comma, negative 2 plus the square root of 39 and 3, comma, negative 2 minus the square root of 39 from the center.
The 3 comma negative 2 is the center.
Everything goes off of the center. Okay. Tomorrow, worksheet 9.4 is due, which I believe that one was blue, right? Yep, that one was blue. Okay. You also have a quiz tomorrow on 9.4 that goes along with. There's a circle question on it. There's a parabola question on it. There's some ellipse questions on it. Okay, that's tomorrow. You can use your note card tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow's your quiz. Yeah, just said that.
Go back real quick and explain behind the versions of
The vertices? Vertices are, remember, are the endpoints of the major axes. Okay? So since it's vertical is the major axes, okay? So that means then that my vertices are here and here. Okay? So since I went up and down, since this was 6, I'm going to add 6 and subtract 6 to the 4 to get the vertices. So -5 comma -2 is subtracting 6 from the 4. -5 comma 10 is adding 6 to the 4. If it were tipped on its side, like for instance, was this one tipped on its side? Yeah, this one. So this one would have been, so if we would have gone out the square root of 13, which would have been like right in here, then we would have been it to the x. So we would have went, so the vertices here would have been at 2 plus the square root of 13, comma 6. And then this one over here would have been 2 minus the square root of 13, comma 6. Okay. All right.